And today I'm going to show you the ACF plugin, how we can use basics of the ACF. And first of all, let me tell you what is ACF. So ACF is Advanced Custom Field for WordPress developers. So make sure this plugin is for developers only, not for the end user. So what this plugin does, this plugin provides developer to create a custom fields for the site, and that custom fields we can use for anywhere we want based on our requirement. If we don't use this plugin, any particular custom field we want to create, we have to create meta box and then field and then code for the saving to the database. But this plugin does everything automatically. We just need to create a custom field from the backend, and rest will be handled by this plugin. So that's why this plugin is very useful for developers, and this saves lots of time. So let's jump into this plugin. So here is their site, and it says purchase, but no worries, they have free version as well with limited fields. So we will be installing this free version, of course, so that we can start with basics. So this is my local WordPress, and let's add a new plugin. So in this video I'll be showing you how to create fields and then how to get value of custom fields to the particular place. So I'll search that plugin, it should be there. Yeah, this one. This is extended. I don't know what is that. Let's focus on this only. So it has 2 million plus active installations. So it's a very famous plugin for the developers. You will know how it will make developers' life easy when we see the things. Let's activate. So plugin is activated, no any extra links here, but you see there is a menu created by this plugin, custom fields. So let's go into that. Okay, let me clear this thing first. Let's start from scratch. Yeah, I was exploring something. So here we need to add field groups. So what do you mean by field groups? So for example, if you want to create custom fields for post only, so what you can do is you can create a group of the fields only for post. So that's why you can recognize which field is for what post type or what page or something like that. Yeah, it's up to you. It is up to any developer. You have to make a decision for that. There is no particular rule that for post you have to make group, and for other thing you don't need to make group, etc. But group is for to make consistency and make the things clear for the other developers, sorry, so that other developer would come and by the naming they can understand that this field is for that. And so let's see, here I have books custom post type I have created. So I want to make some custom fields for the books that by default is not available. So let's open one of the books and let's see what we can add. Author. So let's say I want to have a field of publisher who published the book, which is not there over here. So in that case we can use custom ACF custom fields, so that we will add a new field called publisher, so that we can add a publisher of that book. So first I will create a group. Group name will be books fields, and I will save it for now. So group is created. Now it's time to add fields under the group, but before that, see these rules, like for where you want to display this field. So as I mentioned, I want to have these fields for books only. So here we have several conditions we can achieve. So first I will select post type equal to book. So that this means this field is now belong to only books. Let's add a field level publisher. Field name will be automatic. You can change if you want, like this. I'll keep as it is. Publisher will be text. These are the field types. There are lots of field types over here, but we will start with simple text. Instruction, if you want to display instruction. We will see where this will display. If you want to make this field required, no, I don't want. If you can give a default value, you can have a placeholder text like ABCINC. Prepend, I don't know what does appear before the input, appears after the input. Let's try to add this as well. Let's say P for prepend, A for append. I never use this option, so let's see what that matters. And our one field is edit. Let's update. Now I will expand this again and we will see what comes where. So here I am in the edit book section. I will refresh this page again and let's see where is our, okay, here is the section edit books field. This is our field publisher. This is the instruction here, then placeholder text comes into the field. This is prepend. So yeah, prepend is before field and append after field, so that is coming here. So yeah, if you want to add some identifier for that, you can add it. So as of now I'll remove this, I don't need it. So simple this is. And if without ACF, if we want to add this section, so first of all we have to add a meta box and then a field and then code to save the field, etc. But now this will all automatic handled by ACF. So let's save something. Let's see, Balachandran publishers and update. So this is how we can basic use custom fields. And see, now the value is stored, but this is just a backend part. This plugin does this much only. What if you want to display that publisher in the front end as well? Like currently no publisher is displaying over here. Oh, let me add content. So it looks nicer. Okay, now our custom field is created, publisher is created, value is stored, but it is not displaying over here. Yes, value will not display in the front end. We have to display it. ACF job is done here. Now developer's job comes into the role. So first of all, let's open the template which is responsible to display this thing. So I will open this. Let's see. It should be single.php. Let me echo something and then we can confirm. Yep, it is coming from here. So here okay, forget about the designs. Let's display the publisher over here if publisher available. So how to get this data to the particular post or any post type? So for that I will search so this is the function get field. This is function from the ACF. So let's publisher, let's assign variable get field. Now let's see what get field accepts. The first is the selector. Selector means the field name or field key. How to get the field name or field key? So we have created this field and this is the field name. Don't forget, this is the field name. You don't need to add label, just field name. So we will use this field name. Another argument is the post ID. So current post ID. So how we can get current post ID? So get the ID. Yeah, because we are into the while loop of WordPress, so we will get the current post ID by this. Now let's try to echo. and as you can see, now our publisher started appearing over here. Let's see if publisher is not there. So nothing will be displayed. Okay, let's make some proper adjustments. We go div publisher, publisher. So let's open this. Let me get rid of this. So this is shit, sorry. So this is how we can get the value and save the value using ACF. Now this is only type text. We have lots of types like text area, number, range, email. These are all the types. We are not going to learn. I am not going to show you everything. I am just giving you an example. So this is the basic use of ACF. In the next video I will try to dive deeper into this plugin. Okay, now see here, no publisher here. So let's go back to this field again. Into the publisher, we have default value. This will appear when that field has no value. So let's say ABC. So whenever there is no value, it will display ABC. Let's wait for this field to be saved. No, something is wrong. Okay, appears when creating a new post, so it applies to new post only. Let's add a new post, and yeah, default it is ABC, so it should display ABC for this. Let's publish. So that is not applied to existing post. Here it is. So this is displaying unnecessarily. So what you can do is you can just put a condition: if not empty, then only display. So in that case, this whole section will not display. Here it will display, and here it will display. Okay, for better, as this is a third-party function, you should add if function exists and whole section goes under this function exists, so that if you deactivate this plugin, your theme will not throw a fatal error. So this is a good practice while developing. And that's it for now. Thanks for watching the video. In previous video, I showed you how we can add custom field group using ACF plugin. and we have added a field which belongs to the book post type. So if we go to the book, we will have that custom field, and that value is displayed on the front end like this. This was the recap for the previous video, and if you haven't watched that video, link is coming into the I button. So now in this video we are going to create a setting which is going to global setting for the site, meaning you can use that setting wherever you want. It will not specific to the particular post type like this. Like this field only belong to this book post type only. So only whenever we add edit book post type, then only this book field is going to display. Now let's assume a scenario where I want to display a header, text in header, like some kind of notice which will be universal, like it will display in the header. So that is not belong to any post tab or page or comment like that. That will be a universal note. For example, we see some offers on the site on the header. So let's assume that we also want to display some text as an offer for the site. So that first we have to create an option page where we will add some fields. So to add ACF option page, meaning setting page, we have to use this action add admin menu, and this is the function ACF add option sub page. Why I am going to add sub page? I'll show you. First, let me copy this function. I will provide this link into the description section. And yeah, let's start add coding into the custom plugin we have been working. So if you don't know how to create custom plugin, link is coming into the I button. So as you can see, I have created admin.php under the includes folder to add stuff for the admin screen. So I will simply add that code into that file. So let's refresh a page first. Okay, that link should come over here, but it is not coming. Let's see our custom plugin is activated or not. Okay, plugin is activated. Then why it is not displaying? Let's see. So let's see if it is going into this. Okay, it is going into this, but we are not having this function found. Let's see why. Maybe this function is belong to Pro plugin. Let's see. Yes, that is belong to Pro plugin. So let me add a Pro plugin first. Okay, I'll add this plugin to the to my repo. And then I will simply go to plugins. Let me remove that debug code. I know now it is going to work. Sorry for the inconvenience. So I will simply activate this plugin ACF Pro. And I will deactivate this plugin. Meanwhile, we can try searching this function into this Pro plugin. Yes, it is there in Pro plugin. So now that plugin is activated, let's see. Yeah, now our page is created. See this page name. Let's see how it is created. So first in this function, I called this function into the add action menu. Sorry, add action, admin menu action. Then I check the function exists so that we can avoid fatal error. So if function doesn't exist, don't do anything. And this is the function, give the page title, then menu title. Menu title belong to here, page title belongs to here. Parent slug. So I wanted to add this page under the settings. So that's why I have added this parent page slug option general dot php. If you want to add under the tools, let's see, tools.php is the slug. So if we add tools.php, it should start and displaying under the tools like this. Let me bring it back to the options.php. So this is the method to create ACF setting page. Now see the notice, no custom field group found for this option page. So for first of all, we have to again create a field group for that option page, and for the consistency I will give the same name for the group, and let me add this field header notice, and it will be simple text. And now if we want to display that on the created page, select the option page here, and initially it will say no option page exists, so don't worry, just publish this group, and after publishing this group we will have our option ready. So now it is set to display on our created setting page. To make sure, just resave and we are good to go now. Now let's visit this page again, and here we have our field started displaying. So let me add now we have to display this text into the header. How to do that? So first of all, let's open the themes header.php. And let's say I want to display right over here. Now in our previous video we displayed field, we were getting value from the custom field using this this function get field, where we were passing field name and the post ID. Why post ID? Because this field was belong to particular post, but this field is not belong to any particular post type. This is an independent, it belongs to options page. So let's search how to get value from the options page. Get value from the options page, ACF. So it is the same function, get field name, and second parameter will be option, as simple as look like. So let's copy this again if function exists, and set a variable header notice get field, our field name, let's go back, this is the field name, and second parameter will be option, and we will display if not empty. So if there is an empty header notice, don't display this div, otherwise display. and now refresh the page. So as you can see, our notice has been added. So make sure you add the style for this section as well. For the sake of showing how to do that, I am just showing you without adding any CSS. So yeah, this is how you can add the custom page for the ACF setting and get the values and add the fields to the settings page. So this is the video. Thanks for watching. If you have any doubt or question, please write down below in the comment section. Thanks. Hello guys, so today in this video I'm going to show you how you can add dynamic option to a specific ACF field. So what does it mean by dynamic options? So first of all, let's continue with our past field group ACF settings. So let's say I want to display some books. Let's say books. I want to display some favorite books, and that favorite book should come from this book post type. We have an option to select post object, but I want to set that as a checkbox, and I want to display some number of books here dynamically, and by checking those books I will display those as a favorite books on front end. But to do for checkbox, we have to add this here in this format. So checking this ID and title would be time consuming, and it is not dynamic. In future you maybe delete some of the books and you have to manually remove it from here. So instead of doing that, we can set this option dynamically by adding some lines of code. So first of all, let me save this field without adding any options, and this field group is set to display on this ACF setting page, which is added under here. If you don't know how I added this page here, then link is coming into the top right corner. So let's go to this page and now see this favorite books. There is no option displayed over here. So I have created this gist. I will provide this link into the description section. So I will use this filter to add dynamic values. So this I will come later from where I have added this and how you can use this differently. So first I will copy this. I will continue adding code in my custom plugin, and if you don't know how to create custom plugin, then again link is coming into the I button. So as this belongs to admin section, so I will open this admin.php file, and then I will add this section. So this gist is gist or gist, whatever it is for display user roles in the choices, but I want. So first let's see the action, the filter. the filter is called ACF load field, and if you want to add dynamic options for specific field, then you can add name equal to whatever your field name. So in our case, our field name is favorite books. So when you add this function is only, this function will become responsible for only this field. And now I will change the function name favorite books options. So as this is filter, this parameter will be fields. Fields means this values of choices. So now I will copy this function again. Then we will modify everything. So let me remove everything. So this is the format for this setting the dynamic values. So here label will go, so whatever label you want to display, and here the value of the option will go. In our case it will be a book ID. So first we will write option, we will write WP query for books. So post type will be book. Okay, this is extra bracket. So post type will be book. So as you can see in the bottom left corner, post type equal to book. Status publish, post per page. Let's say I want only 5 posts. And books will be posts. Let's say so. Let's check if book is empty. Don't do anything, just return default. So whenever you use filter, don't return blank, instead return whatever the variable here, so that it keeps a default value. Now let's see what we get in books. As of now, I will comment this. So I will print out these books and I will refresh this page. So as you can see, we are getting some results over here as an array. So I will use this array again. For each books as book, then here in the choices, here it goes a value which you want to store in the database. So yes, we want to store ID only, so we will use $book ID, and here we want to display book title, so this is the post title. And now if we refresh this again, this should okay, we are passing fields, and here I have added field only. Let me refresh again, and yes, now you can see the options are coming dynamically over here. And now if I put this into the trash, and let's see if it's goes from here or not. Yes, it goes from here as well. So this is how you can add a dynamic options for choices, and this will work for this type of choices type of field. Select checkbox, and I think radio button as well. Let's see if this works for radio button. Refresh it, and yes, this works for radio button as well. Then yeah, after that it will add values over here, but it is all dynamic. Then let's try select. So yeah, it works for select as well. So now here is the link, official document from the ACF, and you can use this filter differently. For example, here we used for this field only, so that we use name equal to. If we don't use anything, it applies to all the field we add from here into this group, but that is not the ideal way. Then you can apply for particular type. For example, if you want to set same values for select type, then you can use type equal to whatever the type you want to add dynamic options for. Then this we used for specific field, and this key means applies to all field from the specific field group. Meaning, let's go to custom fields, and here you see the key over here. So if you want to have this thing for particular field group, then you can use key over here. I will provide this link into the description section. So yeah, that's it for now. This is how you can add dynamic options to ACF field. Let me know if you have any doubt or question. Thank you. Hello guys, so today in this video I'm going to show you how we can add a new field type for the ACF. So what does it mean by field type? So let's go to custom fields first. I will edit this field group, and here is we see some type of field like text, select, and this is the list of available types. So sometimes we need some field type which is not available by default in this ACF plugin. For example, we have this time picker, date time picker, color picker, but we don't have an option to add field for time zone. So in this video I'm going to show you how we can add a new field type by adding time zone option. So in my requirement I want to have a time zone field type, so that if I place that field, all the list of time zones available here in the general setting will display. So first let me show you the time zone by default available in the WordPress. We will use the same function to fetch this time zone. So let's jump into the code. So I will keep continue adding code in the custom plugin, and if you don't know how to create custom plugin, link is coming into the I button. So for that I will add a new file. Why I am adding new file, I'll tell you in a bit. ACF time zone. So ACF provided a class for to extend the functionality. So that's why we are adding a new file, so that we can extend the ACF class into new separate file. So I have already created a gist or gist for this. I will provide this link into the description section. So this is the format provided by ACF. Let me copy this whole file and let me create this file ACF time zone into the includes folder. New file ACF timezone.php, and now I will paste the whole code into the okay, not copied properly. Let's click on raw. Now I can select all, paste all. So I will explain this in a bit, but first let's see what we have for the new field type. Let's refresh this page, add field, and yeah, we have time zone field over here. Default value UTC, update, and this field is set display to option page, ACF setting page. So this is the setting page, and if you don't know how to create this setting page, link is coming into the I button. So here you see ACF time zone. similar to this general setting. Now let's understand the code first. So this class name you can give by your own, whatever you want, but this should extend the ACF field class, which belongs to ACF plugin, ACF Pro plugin, and this will be the same. So this will be the name of the your custom field, which is this time zone. I mean this slug of the type. Then label time zone, which is this. Then which category you want to display this field. So we have added choice, so that's why it is coming under this choice category, and based on this other category, wherever you want to display this field type, you can have content, relational, jQuery, etc. But as we are adding as a drop down, that's why we added into the choice category. Then this is something to display error, and then construct. So this is the constructor of the class. You have to initialize your setting through this method. Now this render field setting, you can add a setting into the field. We have added the default time zone into this field setting, so here is the setting we have added for this field type. Then this method render field, which is responsible to display the actual drop down over here. So if we go to our page, if we go to our settings page, so whatever we see here is coming from this function only, and here we are fetching the default value, actually saved value, and if there is no saved value, then set the default value. This is the select tag, and then this is the WP time zone choice function, which is responsible for displaying all this option. So, and this is the selected value. So whenever we save this value, that saved value will be there in this field value, and that field value by default selected by this function. So this is how we can add a new field type for the ACF. Let me know if you have any doubt or question. Please write down below in the comment section. Thanks for watching. So in this video, I'm going to explain how local ACF JSON works. So what is ACF JSON? Local JSON. So let's assume that you were working on your local system and you created some custom fields on your local, and same field you want to add when you push your changes to your live site. So ACF has functionality to import and export this thing, but this is called a manual thing. This you can make automatic So how you can do is, let's see which theme is activated. So you just need to add a folder called ACF JSON in your active theme. So currently my theme is 2021. Ideally it should be there in the child theme, but for the sake of showing how to do that, I'll be showing you using this 2021 theme. So I'll be opening this theme 2021 and I will create a new folder called ACF JSON. So after creating this folder, whenever we save our fields, so it will create a JSON file directly to this folder. Currently this folder is empty. If you can see, if I am toggling, it is not showing me anything like this, so it is empty. Now I'll save this field group one by one. So first book fields, and I will click update, and we will see this ACF JSON folder now. So it will create a group key JSON file which will look like this. Here it will have the detail of that group, and file name will be similar to this group key, group key. So now let me resave this again, and it will create another group. So this is the use of ACF JSON folder. This is useful when you multiple people are working on the single project, and you can sync this file using Git or something, whatever convenient to you. So when you do this, you don't need to follow this process called import export. You just need to upload this folder and these fields will be automatically there. So now I'll show you the official document from the ACF. I will provide this URL into the description section. Moreover, you can change the folder where you want to have this ACF JSON folder. By default it works in the current theme, but if you want to have this folder into your custom plugin or something like that, so you can use this filter as shown here, and based on that filter you can specify that folder where you want to store this JSON file. So this is how ACF JSON works. Let me know if you have any doubt or question. Thank you. So hi there, in this video I'm going to show you the elegant way to use ACF settings. This settings I'm showing which is not belong to any particular post type, but when you want to use some global settings throughout your site. This is I'm not saying the perfect way, this is the way how I am using the ACF settings as a global setting for all the site, for all the site. And if you find this useful, then you can use too, but this is just sharing my way of using ACF fields. So let's go to ACF setting page, and if you don't know how to create this page, I have already created a video regarding this. So here in my previous videos I have showed you how I am using the ACF, but this is not the way. This was for the demonstrate purpose. So now let me delete this and I will create new one. I will save this setting so that my page start display. Okay, now what I will do, let's say there are three particular section on my site. One is post, another one is book, and third one is user. So I want to create some setting related to those. So how I would do? So first of all, I will add a tab called posts. And why I am adding tab, I will show you. I'm not sure why this is looking like this, and I will assign this tab to the left side. Then I will add another tab called books, and last I will add another tab called users. Now let me save this setting and let's try to access this setting page. So here you can see there are three tabs. There is no fields added yet, and why I selected this left align, because we can have as many as tabs in the vertical. If we do horizontal, then at one point it will start appearing in the downside. So that's why I kept this left align. So now I will add one field called post setting, and I will make this as a group field type. Why I am making this field as a group, that I will explain later, but let me put this over here. I don't know why this is happening, but let me update this so that it appears properly. Okay, now same for books and users. Let me quickly change the name. Book setting. I'll change the slug, and similarly for users setting, I'll change slug. So why I am doing this? So I'll explain in a bit. So for example, in the post, book and users, I want to have a setting where I can define number of post, books or users to display. So my field name will be same. So to identify which field belong to which setting, that's why I am adding group type. So for example, let me add one more number, and it is number field type. Now same number here I will add, and I will save this setting. And now we will access this page. So we have this field belong to all the three different type of data. For the post I can use this number field, for the book I can use this, for the user. So similarly we can add as many as field under this group section. And another reason for doing that, and if for example if you keep adding fields under this separate, not as a group, then you will have a long list of field. Instead you can just create a group and then you can add your field as many as you want. So now I will add label. Similarly for this, you can add whatever you want. I am just showing you how to do that. And again I will save this. Let's refresh this page again. And now let me add number of posts, 10, label posts label, then book number 5, books label, 8, number users label. And this setting now you can use anywhere on the site. Now there is a function I have created to get these values. So how to get this value? First let me copy this function into my custom plugin. So yeah, if you don't know how to create WordPress plugin, I have already created a video regarding that. So I will keep adding stuff into my custom plugin. Includes, and I will add this plugin. Okay, let me add one more file here called common function. And now I will copy paste this function I will provide this function into the description section. Now first let me explain what this function does. So this function accepts two arguments. One is tab and another one is field. Here tab is not the tab we have created here. Here we are calling tab as this field group type. So if we want to get a value from post, then okay, let me display somewhere. Okay, I will use this init action. So here I will use this function ACF custom setting, and let's say I want to get a number from post, this number from post. Then I will use this function we just created. Oops, sorry. Yeah, we already added. Then I will add first parameter belong to tab, and tab we are considering this. So if we are getting it from the post setting, we can add this as a tab, and then second argument will be field name. So we want to have number, so the field name of number is this number, and that we can use here. So now so as this is on init function, so as we can see we are getting the 10 numbers. Similarly, if we want to have label, then the name of label is this. Yeah, we can use similar function. And if I refresh this, so as you can see, label is displaying as post label. Let me add a line break. So as you can see, we are fetching post. Then yeah, similarly, if we want to get setting for books, then we will change this post setting to book setting, and it will fetch the value from the book. Okay, why it is not fetching label? Books label. Books setting and a label. Let's see, we gave proper name. Oh, we did mistake for this name, spelling mistake. That's why it was not fetching the value, but now it should be fine. books label, and let's see we did not make mistake for user setting. Yes, and now we will try to fetch user setting. So yeah, this is the way I use ACF setting, and this is the function to fetch this setting. Yeah, if you like this way to use ACF, then you can also adapt this method, or if you find that it needs an improvement, then you can suggest that improvement into the description section. Yeah, thanks for watching the video. Hello WordPress nerds. In this video we are going to talk about ACF form, which we will display on the front side. So if you don't know what is ACF, I would suggest to watch my ACF playlist first and then come back on this video, and I will provide this link into the description section. So in order to display ACF form in the front end, we will need these things. First, we will need ACF Pro plugin, then a custom plugin. If you don't know how to create custom plugin, I will provide that link as well in the description section. Then we will need custom post type. Again, link is in the description. Custom shortcode, same link is in the description section. And then field group for custom post type. So this is my local site, and I already have a ACF Pro plugin, custom post type. Then yeah, shortcode we will just create after this. Field group is already created, so let me go to custom fields. This is the field group I have created for this books post type. So if I go inside this field group, I have added these two text fields and assigned it to the book post type, which is this. So we are going to add a form in at the front end, and if we submit that form, it will add the book over here. So first, let me create a page which will display a form. So I'm gonna add new page. I'm gonna call it ACF. No, I'm gonna call it add books. And I will add a short code which we haven't created yet. BWP ACF form, and I am going to pass a field group ID. So field grp id equals to, sorry, we will just pass the ID of field group, and the ID is 994. Publish. And view the page. So currently it will look like this because we haven't added any shortcode yet. So now let's add a shortcode. So for that I'm going to open my custom plugin and I will add a new file called ACF form.php inside the includes folder. So I'm gonna open this and add a new file ACF form.php. I'm gonna close this file. I'm gonna open the PHP tag, and now let's start adding a shortcode. So for how to add shortcode, add shortcode tag, copy the tag from here, pass it, create a callback function, and as we all know, in the shortcode callback, this argument will be all the attributes we pass over here. So I'm gonna call it attr, and I'm gonna return some ACF form demo just to confirm that our code is working fine, shortcode is working fine. Let's refresh this. And as we can see that text, that means our shortcode is working fine. So in this shortcode we will display an ACF form. So how to display an ACF form? So we can achieve that by using this ACF form function, and we have to pass some arguments for that in form of array. But before that I'm gonna check this function. If this function doesn't exist, I'm gonna return nothing. This is to avoid a fatal error. So whenever ACF is not activated and this plugin, our custom plugin, is activated, at that time there should not be a fatal error. And now I'm gonna start the object buffer, because this function prints the form, but we don't want to print, we want to return it, because in the shortcode we have to return whatever we want. We should not echo in the shortcode. So return ob get clean. Now let's start applying arguments. So what argument we should add? So this is the page. I will provide this link into the description section. First argument is the ID for the form. So I'm gonna add SPWP ACF form. Then the second parameter is post ID, and so if we want to add any post, then we should pass post ID as a new post, and if we want to edit any post, then over here we should pass the particular post ID. So as of now we are just going to add the post, so I'm just passing new post. Then so new post, so this is the main parameter. Now new post accepts those parameters which WP insert post accepts. So if we open this, I'm gonna pass two parameters. One is post type, and our post type is book, and another one is post status, which is publish. So using this form, whenever we add any book, its status will be published and post type will be book, and we can pass all of these arguments, but as of now I'm just adding this two because this two is necessary. So that's that. Now this field groups, so the field groups we are already passing via this attribute, so I'm gonna pass that field group, and sorry. Now let's try to see how it looks. So if I refresh this, yep, it is displaying these fields from this field group which we added. So in that I have added these two fields. So yeah, now if instead of field groups you just want to display some particular fields, so you can pass those fields IDs as well, but we are not going to do that. Then the post title field by default is false. That is why we don't see that field right now, but yeah, we want that field into the form. So I'm gonna make this true, then similarly the post content true. So yeah, there are many other attributes you can check out. Yeah, just I will need this as well. The submit value, I'm gonna say add book, but we need this much arguments only. Other arguments you can check by your own. So as you can see, now the title and content are displaying, and that those two fields also displaying, but this form doesn't look nice. So what we can do is ACF provide their styles and JS inside this function, so we have to add this function into the WP head, and yeah, that's ACF rule, so we have to follow that. So I'm gonna add that into the WP head, add action, WP head. Sorry about this. This video is going to be a little longer but very detailed. So BWP ACF head. So this is the function ACF form head. So again I'm gonna check this function. If function doesn't exist, do nothing, otherwise call that function. So after adding this, let's try to see how it looks on another tab so that we can compare. As you can see, now it is looking a little bit nicer. Previously it was looking like this. So our form is ready. I'm gonna go to books over here, and let's add a book called Immortals of Meluha. This is my favorite book. Amish Shah. Add a book. So it added the book over here. There is some problem, I guess, inside. I think there is some Ajax problem inside. Okay, I have this error. Ajax object. Let me try to remove that. But from where I'm getting that error? Okay, I'm gonna comment this for a moment, and let's try to submit another book. Let's see if we get rid of that error. Okay, that's great. Now let's try to add another book called MRF. This is book ABC BBB. Add book. Let's see if we can. Okay, again we are having some redirection problem, but our data has been submitted successfully. As you can see, the title, the content, and our field values are coming properly. Now let's try if something is wrong. So let's try to pass this parameter, and let's say book update. If I refresh this, no, still we are getting some error. Not sure why. Let's try to debug this. Debug log. And let's refresh this again. So in the debug log, okay, we cannot modify header information. So something is wrong with our header. So let me remove this and see what happens. Okay, form still displays. So I'm gonna add this book again. This is that bat ball. There is something problem with my setup, otherwise it should work. Okay, I think I know the problem. No, I will provide the solution in another video, but yeah, you get the idea how to add custom form on the front side using ACF, and you can add the custom post types. So yeah, this is it for now. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any doubt or question, please write down below in the comment section. Thank you. Hello WordPress nuts. So in this video we are going to talk about fixing the blank page after submitting the ACF front-end form. So in order to continue in this video, you should know what I'm talking about. So in my previous video I was getting a blank page when I submit ACF front-end form. Form submission is successful, but the it just showing me the blank page. So I would recommend to watch my previous video first and then come back again on this video. I'm gonna provide that video link into the description section. So yeah, quickly let me show you what I am talking about. So this is the page we created to submit the books. Books are the custom post type, and this form is adds a book in the custom post type. So let me add a title for the book, physics. This is my favorite, Newton, and APJ Abdul Kalam. And if I add book, so it just shows this blank page, but the book has been successfully added. As you can see, physics, if we go inside this book, our data also has been saved successfully. So why we are getting this blank page? So the reason is, I'm gonna open this file where I have written all the code, and here reason is this function ACF form head. We have to set a proper priority. For that, currently its priority is 10 because we haven't passed any priority number, so it defaults to 10. So let's try to add a priority 1 and again try to submit the book. So let's add a book title called ISRO, Indian Space Agency, APJ Kalam, Homi Bhabha, and let's try to submit. So yeah, now it got redirected properly and it says book updated. So that is coming from here. So let me change the message from book updated to book has been added. Let's see if book has been added or not. So yeah, it has been added. So let's try to add another book just to make sure our message prints correctly. So now we are going to add another book called Ram Setu Bridge between India and Sri Lanka. APJ Kalam and Homi Baba, and add book. And yes, our message has been displayed. And yeah, issue was just to provide a proper priority over here. So that was the video, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any doubt or question, please write down below in the comment section. And if you have any particular video request related to WordPress, you can contact me for that too. Thank you. Hello WordPress nerds. In this video we are going to talk about save a data on ACF front form submit, and for that we can use this action specified by the ACF. And why we should save any data for that I will show you later in this video. But first of all, let's try to save some data on the form submit. So we will continue working on the custom plugin, and if you don't know what we are talking about, I would suggest to watch the videos in this playlist first and then come back to this video. So in our previous video we created a front-end form which adds a custom post type called book. So this is the ACF form we have built, and this is the books custom post type. So by this form we are adding books which will be added over here in this list. So when we submit any form, this form, we are going to save some data. So for that we can use this action called ACF save post. So I'm gonna add action, and in the argument we will get post ID, and we will do update post meta for newly added post. So whatever book we add via this form, it will add this metadata into that particular book. So let's try to submit a book. Let's refresh this, and book with ACF book 1. This is to test metadata. APJ Kalam Homi Baba. So our book has been added. Let's confirm over here. So ACF book 1 has been added. Now let's try to check the post meta for this book. So I'm gonna open my database. Post meta table. Let's see the post ID for this book. It is 1014. I'm gonna search the post ID 1014, and as you can see, our post meta has been saved. So similarly, let me add more books. So ACF book 2, APJ Kalam Homi Baba. So there are 2 books added via this form. Now I have already created a page where I am displaying all the books over here, but this displays all the books regardless of added from the backend or added from the ACF form. So if we want to have those books which is added via ACF form only, so in that particular case, the data we added over here will be useful. So the result I am displaying over here is coming from the child themes allbooks.php, and if you are not familiar with this, I'm gonna provide the link into the description section about this WP query. I have a whole playlist for this WP query, but yeah, if you are using ACF, then you must be familiar with this WP query. So I'm gonna remove this because it's not needed right now, and I'm gonna add meta query, and in the meta query I will provide an array where the key equals to this key and value equal to only those books which is added via ACF form, and we are getting this two books only. So in this kind of situation, we should add a data when form submits so that we can identify this is added via ACF form. So this is how we can use the ACF save post action. If you have any doubt or question, please write down below in the comment section. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Hello WordPress nerds. So in this video we are going to talk about ACF Gutenberg block. So in order to create a block, we will need ACF Pro plugin because it's a pro feature, and you don't need to have knowledge of React and all. This is totally going to be a PHP, so that's fine if you don't know React and anything, but you need to have a basic knowledge of creating block. Even if you don't have that, in this video I'll try to give some overview of the block, basic block, but in order to understand properly how this is working, you need to have a knowledge of WordPress blocks. But anyways, few things you might need to consider. I mean, you have to accept how it is without asking why, if you don't know the creating blocks in the WordPress. But yeah, this is going to be very simple tutorial, and anyone without having knowledge of React will be able to create ACF blocks. So let's jump into the code. So first of all, we will need to activate ACF Pro plugin. So I think I have already activated, but let's confirm. So yeah, ACF Pro is activated, and we will be creating a custom block in my custom plugin. So that is also activated. So let's go to post, and I have created this block test, but let's create a new one. Let's view this post. So currently there will be nothing. So now begin the ACF block. So first of all, in block development, block.json is the important file, and in this file you can provide some basic information about your block. So your block name, title, in which category. So there are some categories if you observe here, like text, media and all. So here we are adding in the formatting category. Then icon, you can provide dash icon class over here. Then keyword, by which keyword we will be able to search the block, so we can use testimonial and quote. So when we search that keyword over here, our block will be displaying in the result. This is the extra stuff for ACF. Other than that, everything is the default block JSON, which is used in building WordPress blocks. So in the ACF, we have to provide this two parameter: mode preview and render template, any template file. So whatever we want to render, we will be adding in this file only. So it will be used in preview as well as on the rendering side on the front end. So where to add this file? So you can add this file in either of your custom theme or your custom plugin. Path will be the same. So I'm going to show you that adding in my custom plugin. Same thing you can do in your custom theme as well. So it will be in your plugin, make a folder called blocks. Then we are going to call out this block testimonial. So we will be creating another folder inside blocks. We will call it testimonial, and in that folder we will create block.json. So all the blocks you will be creating will go inside blocks folder. So in block.json, I will add this code, and I won't change anything as of now. And after that, we have to register the block with WordPress. So this code we need to add in PHP file. So I'm gonna open my main file and I'm gonna add one more file called blocks.php. And inside this we will be adding register block type. Remember that this is we have to change this path because we need to give the absolute path of this folder which we just created. So I'm gonna use my constant here, my plugin path. Yeah, if we put this into the main plugin file, then we don't need to change this, but we are changing the file location, so we have to provide, sorry about that, we have to provide the proper path location. So safer side, I'm gonna add trailing slash it, so it will add trailing slash, and we don't need to add any slash over here. So now our path is correct. It will be the plugin path, then block, and then testimonial. So plugin path, block, and then testimonial. Now let's see what happens until we create this block. Let's see if we can search our block or not. So let's refresh the page, and search keyword is this, so I'm gonna search with this, and so yeah, we are able to search our custom block, but currently there is no preview because we haven't had anything yet. we just registered a block, and then now we have to put some more code in order to get the preview. So let's move further. Yeah, after that we have to create a field group. So let's go to custom fields. I have already created a field group called testimonials. So let's edit that, and I have added title and description in this testimonials. And now this is the important step. We have to set a rule to show this field group if block is equal to our custom block. So once you register your block, it will start displaying over here as well. So once you do that, create field group, set field group to that block, and save changes. So once you do that and click here, let's click on this gear icon. So as you can see, it is, so the field we added over here, title and description, is started displaying for this block. So let me remove that and show you again. So let's add testimonial, and if we click on edit here, so yeah, we will be able to see that title and description over here, preview, and same we will be able to see in this gear icon as well. Now let's render a block. So how to render block? So if you remember that we added this render template called testimonial.php. So where to add that file? So we have to add that file into the same folder which we created inside blocks. So I'm gonna add this testimonials.php inside testimonial folder, and I'm gonna create, so let's try to echo something, and let's see what happens. Let's refresh this again. Let's try testimonial, and as you can see, whatever we write over here will display in the preview. Now we want to display whatever we add in the title and the description field. So simply we have to use the ACF function. So let's get title first. So get field, and let's use this name. Then description. Remember, I'm not going to show you the styling and all. Styling will remain the same. I will try to cover in the another video. In this video we are just going to create a sample ACF block. So inside this h1 I'm gonna echo title, let's escape this, and let's use print this description. We don't need to escape this as of now. And then now let's try to refresh this block again. Let's add testimonial block. Let's wait for the setting. So currently nothing is displaying, so let's try to add a title. So we added this Mahabharata. This is epic. Big book. Let's make some formatting. So as you can see, our blog is creating a preview. And now let's try to update this and let's see how it looks on the front side. So as you can see, this is how it is looking. So yeah, this is a basic idea to create a Gutenberg block using ACF, and you can use as per your requirement. This is just basic of the starting point. You can use whatever way you want to have. And yeah, this is the video, guys. If you have any doubt or question, please write down below in the comment section. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Hello WordPress nerds. So in this video we are going to talk about how to add CSS for your custom ACF block. So this video is going to continue video of my previous video. So if you are new to this video and you don't know how to create custom ACF block, then you should watch this video first and then come back on this video. Otherwise, if you know what you are doing, just keep watching. So let me show you what we have done in the previous video. So let's click on add new post. And we will add custom block. So we created a block called testimonial. So let's click on that, and in that we have provided these two fields. So add one title. So let's add a title called Mahabharata. So this is what we have done in the previous video, and there is no CSS we added for this block. So in this video we are going to learn how to add CSS for your custom block. So currently there is no CSS applied. So here I'm gonna open my custom plugin. So in that plugin I have added this custom ACF block called testimonial, and I'm gonna open this file called block.json, which has a basic info for this block: name, title, description, etc. Here we have added a style section,
and in that we have specified the style for file name for the style, which is again testimonial.css. So that file we need to add inside blocks and particular block folder. So in our case it's testimonial folder, so we will create a new file called testimonial.css. Yeah, it's already there. So, and yeah, in that I have added this class and applied color blue for this class. Now let's open this testimonial.php, which renders this content, title and description. Same on the front end, title and description. Now let me apply this class to h1. So as per the styling, this h1 will be converted into blue color. So let's refresh this page, and as you can see it is converted into the blue color. Let's refresh this page as well. So it is converted into this blue color. So this is how you can add your own CSS stuff inside this file. We just need to specify the file name over here, and the same file name we have to add inside this folder, and you can then start adding your CSS. So that's the only thing you need to do. So this is how you can add CSS for your custom ACF block. If you have any doubt or question, please write down below in the comment section. Thanks for watching the video, guys.
Hello WordPress peoples, in this video we are going to talk about ACF shortcode. So if you don't know what is ACF, how the plugin works, then I have already created a playlist. So I would suggest, if you don't know what is ACF, then just go through this playlist first and then come back to this video. And you know what is ACF, you already watch my videos, then continue watching.
Before jumping into the code, if you are new to Gutenberg development, then I would suggest to watch or review this website called WPvoyage.com. This has very good tips and tricks regarding Gutenberg development and Gutenberg editor. So please go and check out this site. Thank you.
So let's begin the ACF shortcode. So first things first, I have already enabled the ACF Pro plugin. We will check if that works with free plugin as well or not. But first let's check with the Pro plugin. So I'm gonna go to custom fields and I will create a field group for posts. So let's quickly add field group, and we will call it post meta data, and I will simply add a sample text field. So I will call it sample data, and I will select post type is equal to post and save it. So now this field will be available for the posts only. So it's added. I'm gonna go to the one of the posts
Sorry about this, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna edit this Mahabharata post. So let's edit this. So here we can see some content, and here is our sample field. So I'm gonna add some value to this field, and then we will get the value using the ACF shortcode in this editor itself. So now I'm gonna add, let's say, BuntyWP and save it. So what is the shortcode for ACF? So simple, it's just ACF. So what I'm gonna do is I will add a new block, and I will add shortcode block here, and in the shortcode I will write down ACF, and then another parameter will be field equal to field name. So our field name is sample data. I'm gonna add the sample data, and if you don't pass, there is another parameter as well, which is post ID, but if you don't pass, it will consider this current post ID. So I'm not going to pass the current post ID here, so just update it. So it should print this value when we visit this post. So let's wait for the update. Let's click on this, should be updated. As you can see, it is displaying this value. So I'm gonna share the official document for ACF shortcode as well. ACF shortcode. So there are some limitation for the ACF shortcode, that it only works for simple text based values. So maybe if you add repeaters or something, it won't work. That you can check by your own. Now let's check if this shortcode works with free plugin or not. So I'm gonna go to plugins, and I will try to activate the free plugin. Let's see if it deactivates the pro plugin automatically or not. Yes, so it deactivated the pro plugin and activated the free one. Now let's try to refresh this page, and let's see if the shortcode works with free plugin or not. So yeah, it does. It is working with free plugin as well. So this is how we can use ACF shortcode. And this is the video, guys. If you have any doubt or question, please write down below in the comment section. Thanks for watching the video.
And today I'm going to show you the ACF plugin, how we can use basics of the ACF. And first of all, let me tell you what is ACF. So ACF is Advanced Custom Field for WordPress developers. So make sure this plugin is for developers only, not for the end user. So what this plugin does, this plugin provides developer to create a custom fields for the site, and that custom fields we can use for anywhere we want based on our requirement. If we don't use this plugin, any particular custom field we want to create, we have to create meta box and then field and then code for the saving to the database. But this plugin does everything automatically. We just need to create a custom field from the backend, and rest will be handled by this plugin. So that's why this plugin is very useful for developers, and this saves lots of time. So let's jump into this plugin. So here is their site, and it says purchase, but no worries, they have free version as well with limited fields. So we will be installing this free version, of course, that so that we can start with basics. So this is my local WordPress, and let's add a new plugin. So in this video I'll be showing you how to create fields and then how to get value of custom fields to the particular place. So I'll search that plugin, it should be there. Yeah, this one. This is extended. I don't know what is that. Let's focus on this only. So it has 2 million plus active installations. So it's a very famous plugin for the developers. You will know how it will make developers' life easy when we see the things. Let's activate. So plugin is activated, no any extra links here, but you see there is a menu created by this plugin, custom fields. So let's go into that. Okay, let me clear this thing first. Let's start from scratch. Yeah, I was exploring something. So here we need to add field groups. So what do you mean by field groups? So for example, if you want to create custom fields for post only, so what you can do is you can create a group of the fields only for post. So that's why you can recognize which field is for what post type or what page or something like that. Yeah, it's up to you. It is up to any developer. You have to make a decision for that. There is no particular rule that for post you have to make group and for other thing you don't need to make group, etc. But group is for to make consistency and make the things clear for the other developers, sorry, so that other developer would come and by the naming they can understand that this field is for that. And so let's see, here I have books custom post type I have created, so I want to make some custom fields for the books that by default is not available. So let's open one of the books and let's see what we can add. Author. So let's say I want to have a field of publisher who publish the book, which is not there over here.